Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa. Sup, y'all?
Hello. Yes, very specifically snacks.
Yes.
Not sex.
Right. I didn't
Okay.
want people to think they were in the Patreon version
That's
of our
right.
podcast, where books and sex are life.
That's right. Now we have a good tagline for Patreon.
I know. It's like we didn't even have to try.
No, we've got a good list going on of things that we could do on Patreon. Don't be surprised if one day soon you guys see us promoting that.
Thanks, Riverside. Yeah. So I know, like, you put out the screenshot and we had somebody comment back and say like, oh yeah, I heard it. So my husband has this very specific voice that he does where he's pretending to be me.
Okay.
And he was making fun of me doing the opening of our episodes. And as he said it, I heard books and sex are life. And I was like, oh fuck.
It's true.
I can't even refute it anymore.
No. And even the one that our listener pointed out, it wasn't the episode that I had posted about. It was a completely different episode. And I will say, though, I went in and looked at our next, like, 4 or 5 episodes or whatever. And there was only one more where it called out, where it said sex. But the transcript has only said it like 2 or 3 times, and we're on episode almost 80 now. So I think you're okay. Yeah, I think you're okay.
Yeah, I had to make sure for this one.
Yes, enunciate. In the future, though,
You guys are on your own.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like, whatever I say is just what it's going to be.
That's right, yes.
So,
speaking of your enunciated snack, can I immediately tell you what mine is going to be this week?
my enunciated snack.
My snack.
Oh, I thought you said, speaking of your enunciated snack, and I was like,
because you enunciated the word snack.
oh, I see. I get you. Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm following.
Okay,
Cut all
great.
this out.
All right.
I'm joking.
I want my snack to be an avocado because of my shirt.
That is a cute avocado.
So can I tell you, I had a really terrible day this weekend, and my husband, being the loving, supportive husband, like, supported my emotional eating, and he was like, do you want to go to Chewy's? And I said, yes, of course I do. And they had this shirt there, and it says guacin on sunshine. And I saw it, there's a little Chewy's right here, if you could see the video. It says Chewy's on it, but it says guacin on sunshine, and it made me so happy. And so Tim bought me chips and this shirt.
Wow, that is supportiveness.
Yes. So I really wanted to make this specific avocado right here be my snack this week.
He is super cute.
Yeah. You don't have to tell me your snack yet, but
No, I'm
I
going
just want, okay, tell me your snack.
Say, yes. Kind of, not even this, whatever. Okay, I'm telling you. I'm telling you now.
Okay.
So I saw online somebody was taking whipped cream and you like lay down like parchment paper or something, and you put like a cookie cutter, and then you fill it full of whipped cream.
Okay,
and then
like
you
a can whipped cream type
Yeah,
situation?
you could do it. I did it with canned whipped cream, but you can make your own. And you put it in the freezer, and they come out as little frozen whipped cream shapes.
Okay.
And then you could put them in your hot chocolate.
Okay, so that's where I thought you were going with it, but I feel, is it very large? Like, aren't they big? Or are you using like small?
So you can use but you don't have to. Since I had the can, I was just drawing. And it was just little dollops. I wasn't being fancy.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if it could work. She was
Okay.
specifically being fancy.
And
with,
using like a cookie cutter and like, okay.
Yeah, but I was just like
Okay.
on the parchment paper.
Because I was immediately picturing like a big ass like gingerbread cookie size and like trying to fit that in your mug.
It's just standing up in the mug and
Yes.
like drowning the little gingerbread man with hot chocolate.
So did you drink a lot of hot chocolate then?
No, just a couple. But
okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to like overdo all of my working out and tracking
Right.
calories and other stuff like that. But I wanted to at least get a cute little snack in. So I was really happy with that.
That's a fun way, because you get to add your Cool Whip and you get to cool down your hot chocolate a little bit so that you're not scalding your mouth immediately.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. She was even putting like little, what are they, sprinkles and like crushed up candy canes and like stuff like that. And I was like, holy shit. I'm not going there. I don't have that shit. But I do have whipped cream. So I would put some on the tray. I'd put some in Remy's mouth. I'd put some on the tray. I'd put some in my mouth. Like,
it was fun for everyone.
Yeah, it's like an activity.
Okay. I could definitely imagine, especially like those the moms on like Instagram and stuff that do all the fancy foods. I could see it getting real crazy.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, that's an excellent snack for the cold times.
Oh yeah. Nice and cozy.
Yes. Well, I only have one other thing to share with you, and it's kind of something that we talked about recently, I feel. But I saw it on Threads. Like, somebody actually called it out or posted about it, and was talking about like Goodreads ratings that are below whatever. Like, does it actually affect your like prevent you from reading a book? And this person specifically asked, does a good read rating below 4 prevent you from reading a book? And
was it me? Was that my post?
Yes, you did it. It was an indie author, and I think she was specifically calling out, like, you know, because those actually do affect her. I was really surprised by the answers on it, though, that I would say, I don't even know how many people were commented. About 45, 50 had commented on it, and a good majority of them said that they don't look at ratings at all.
Really?
And and I was like, I feel like everyone I know always talks about ratings, and so it's weird to me to hear like a whole little collection of people be like, I don't even look at them.
Man, what a great way to live.
Right?
So free.
Yes. After I saw this last weekend. And so over the last week, anytime I've like been interested in a book or something like that, like I've added it to my TBR without looking at anything. So I haven't read anything yet based on like no rating reviews or anything like that, but I have added things to my TBR now. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see.
Give it a try.
Yes, my next few books that I choose, I'm going to choose just because the book looks pretty.
Or the little description is adorable or something like that.
So I actually don't really read the descriptions of books.
Really?
Yeah, I like
solely judge on cover?
Usually. Like I usually have an idea of genre, and I'll skim like the beginning of the description.
Oh, okay.
But I never read, like, I don't actually read the descriptions of books.
Right.
So sometimes it's not even that gets me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really interesting because I know, like we've said earlier, whatever episode it was where we talked about that, but I went to Barnes & Noble with my sister and my mom this last weekend because they came out to visit, and we were like, oh, let's go to Barnes & Noble. So we went in there, and before we left, I asked Mike, I said, hey, do you want me to pick anything up for you? And he's like, yeah, just get me a book. Like, okay.
Okay.
What does that mean? So, like, I grabbed 2 books, and I was looking at them, and I was like, I think he'd like either one of these.
Okay.
And what ended up picking it for me was I said, whatever one has the better Goodreads reading, I'm going to bring home.
Okay.
And so I ended up looking at both of them, and one of them was like a 4.48, and one was like a 3.4.
Okay.
And I was like, well.
Yeah, so you're going to go with the other one. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I definitely have had, like, let that sway my decision in the past. Like, especially if I'm deciding between 2 books to read today. Like, I feel like a lower rating wouldn't stop me from buying it, but it does tend to, like, sway my decision of what I'm going to read. But one of the comments that I read in this, whatchamacallit, it did say that they've been lied to by the reviews before, and or the ratings even. And I was like, that is so fucking true. Like, there are so many books that I've seen that are like 4.4, like, and thousands or hundreds of thousands of reviews. And I'm like, oh, that book was all right. And so like, why do I let that sway my decision on future books? Like, I know that I've seen it before to where it's been like not true for me. So
right.
I shouldn't
or how
let
many
it
times you're the outlier.
Yeah. I'm the one that like, oh, this 3.3 book was actually like a 4.5 for me or something. So I feel like it was almost like a little light bulb moment when I read that person's like comment. I was like, you're so right. You are so right. Especially if I think of like the ACOTAR books, right? All of those have like 4+ ratings on them. And I'm just like, clearly it's not a good indicator.
Man, we haven't talked about ACOTAR in a while.
I
know. At least 70 episodes, Vanessa. You've ruined it. You've ruined our streak. We need a sign. We need a sign up that says zero days since we talked about ACOTAR.
Damn it. I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, I saw that. It was just interesting that I think maybe our thought consciousness is like going out into the universe, because I feel like there's been so many times where we will talk about something and then like 2 or 3 days later I'll see a conversation about it on the internet and I'm like, what? How is this happening? Like, I know that was not there before we had that conversation.
It's because your phone hurt us.
And then what? It sent it to the people.
Yeah, it was like we should put something in the universe about this.
We should. So I don't know. I'm looking at some of the comments that I screenshotted, and yeah, there's just so many people that have said, like, I don't look at ratings. I don't look at ratings. This person said, I don't look at reviews until I'm at least halfway into the book to see if someone else is feeling the same way that I am at that time. So, I mean, I know that I've done that before. I have looked up reviews, especially if I'm, like, really hating something. I'm just like, am I the only one?
I cannot be the only
I
person.
cannot be the only one. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this person said they only look at reviews if they're going to spend money on it. So if they're going to read it on Kindle Unlimited or whatever, if they get a free book, they're just going to read it. Right. But if they're going to spend money, they'll look at it. So, I mean,
yeah,
all good.
That tracks though.
Yeah. So dear listeners, we want to know if you look at reviews or ratings, do they influence you? And yeah, all the things. Tell us everything that we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know a lot, so
no, I'm still learning.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, it kind of ties in a little bit or whatever, because I had some listener feedback.
Okay.
And it was about Project Hail Mary.
Oh no.
Yeah. And,
okay. Tell me.
So this person, she said that she listened to the book.
Okay.
And she approves of the narrator.
Okay.
Thought he did a really good job. But she said that she hated the main character.
Okay.
So
that's in line with you.
It was in line with me. I was like, yes, somebody else has validated my concerns.
Okay.
But she also said that she is like, she really enjoyed the book. She loved the book, but now she has concerns about the movie. Because, to quote her, it says, because Ryan Gosling is not funny. All right. So.
You clearly haven't seen enough of his movies.
I guess.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not that big of a Ryan Gosling fan. I've liked him in a couple of things, but specifically Crazy Stupid Love. I think that's the name of it. It's him and like Emma Stone and Steve Carell, and like that's an adorable movie. I liked him in that, and I feel like that's the only movie that I can even recall really liking with him in it. So it should be interesting.
What's the one where he's in like, I think it's with Emma Stone again. La La Land?
La La Land. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know my cousins really liked that movie.
Mm-hmm. That one's not bad.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but
that does not surprise me.
Yeah, so if it's, yeah, I know they really liked it. So, yeah. I mean, it kind of like books. You like actors, you don't like actors, but I agree with my listener.
Yes.
I did not like the main character, and he is not funny.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and the movie comes out like I think March 20th-ish, so
we're getting close.
We're getting really close.
Yes.
So, yes.
Oh, goodness. Well, do you have anything else?
Mm-mm.
Do you want to tell me about your books?
Sure.
Okay.
I have way more, double the books I thought I was going to talk about this week.
Okay. Does that mean you have two?
Maybe.
Okay.
So first, I need to say that one book I already planned on talking about. The other book I finished today at like 12.
Okay.
Like, so like noon. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just talk about it since it's still fresh in my brain.
Okay.
It is the only book that I finished this week.
Okay.
Last week and this week so far. No, it's technically only Monday. So it's been like 7 days since I finished a book, and this is the book that it was. It is a 5-hour audiobook.
Okay. I am in the same boat as you.
Oh, really?
I finished one book this week, and it was an audiobook, and I also think it's the only book I finished in like 2 weeks. So I'm samesies.
Yeah, I'm not calling it a slump, but it's something.
I feel like I might be ready to call it a slump, but it's not because I've been reading bad things. I feel like it's because like my mood.
Too much?
Yeah, I feel like so. Yeah, I was looking at this month. I've only read 5. I think I'm only at 5, which is my like way lower than my lowest month this year already.
Wow.
So,
I'm going to have to look and see how many I have. Well, no, I know I have a lot this month because I had like a 5-book week. So like,
oh, you did?
Yeah, like the second week of the month I had like a 5 or 6 book week. So I know I'm okay for the month, but yeah, it's been a struggle. Yeah, I've been doing other things, which I guess I'm not ready to talk about books yet. I have been watching TV. I know.
I'm shocked.
And let me tell you what I've been watching. I watched
tell me.
K-pop Demon Hunters, the movie.
Okay.
And then
I need to watch that.
It's super cute. That's
what I keep hearing.
Besides all the singing, which I'm not like a huge fan over, it was still really cute. The bird and the little tiger thing are adorable. Worth seeing it for that. They need to make a movie with just the bird and the tiger. I put that into the universe. So
I will keep that in mind when I'm watching it to see what I think.
Yeah, there's definitely not enough of them. And if we have the power to put it into the universe for it to happen, I'm putting it out there now.
Okay.
They need their own TV show or movie.
I'm putting it out there for you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I watched that, and then I started Blue Eye Samurai.
Okay. That one is not on my list.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like gory graphic than something that I'm comfortable watching because I don't like the gore. Okay. But I just close my eyes.
Okay.
Like a child.
That's fair. Yes. Well, I've been watching the complete opposite of you, but I also have been watching TV, which is keeping me from reading. I've been binge watching the Love is Blind season. And also the World Series is going on right now. So
Yeah.
I've been watching the World Series as they've been playing, and also like all the championship series and stuff like that. So all of that's been taking my time as well. Yes. Also, listeners, keep in mind we are pre-recording. So when this episode comes out, it does not align with what we're saying. But that's like when I say comparative to the other months in the year, you're like, it's February. No, right now we're still in 2025. So,
Ugh.
but yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's just TV that's like pulling me, or it's just like nothing. Like I keep seeing books that I want to read. It's just nothing enough to make me like want to dive into it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually I don't know if it's a true DNF yet. I haven't figured it out,
Okay.
but because like as I was reading it, it's like one of those stories that like flips back and forth between time.
Okay.
Like one storyline is in like the now and one story was in the past or
All
whatever.
right.
And I was just like, usually, I know we've talked about this before, like, I'm like, oh my God, the past stuff, super interesting. And like,
Yep.
I don't care about the today people, like, whatever happens. Even, even
no.
I was, like, all her stuff, I was like,
You're still not into it. Okay.
yeah. So I don't think I'm ready to call it quits, but I think I'm
Okay.
ready to just like put it to the side and see if it comes back to me later.
Okay. That's fair.
So, okay.
All right.
Now I'm ready for books.
Now you're ready.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I've actually finished this book today. It
Okay.
is called Smokejumper, and
Okay.
it is a memoir by one of America's most select airborne firefighters.
Okay.
The author is Jason Ramos. I listened to it, like I said earlier. It's really short. Like I said, it's like a 5-hour book.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
My very deep book description.
Uh-huh.
So, Jason Ramos is a smoke jumper. He is an airborne firefighter. They're part of an elite force who parachute into like remote areas and help combat wildfires. This book is like part personal experiences from his time as a smoke jumper. Part of it is like wildfire history,
Okay.
and the last part of it is like smoke jumper hype, or
Okay.
I don't want to call it propaganda because that's not the right word.
Is he recruiting? Like, come do this.
Yes, it felt
Okay.
I don't want to say it was like recruiting, but it was like hype. It was just like we're the
Uh-huh.
best. We're the elite squad. We do all so
Okay.
that's basically what the whole book is. He
Okay.
is primarily in the California area.
I was gonna
So
ask
that
that.
yeah, the whole West Coast. He does talk about a couple other like a fire in like Wisconsin, Michigan, and a couple other small like a Florida one.
Okay.
But most of his time is primarily spent in like California, Oregon,
Okay.
you know.
When was he
Montana.
active?
So I think this book was. I need to go back and look because this book is old. Old.
Okay.
You know, I'm air quoting here. I think this book was like released in like 2016.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that until like he started talking about like he made mention of he's like, oh yes, this patent that they're trying to get is expected to release in 2016 or something
Oh.
like that. And I was like,
Okay.
2016, so it's already available. Like, so
All right. Okay.
yeah. So it's an older book. There's
Okay.
if you go on to like Goodreads, because I did go and poke around Goodreads a little bit afterwards, there are some other smoke jumper books out there now that a lot of people who read this book have also read that book, and they're like, oh, you know, if you've read this, go read these.
Okay.
I did not write those down.
Okay.
But
Great.
okay, so we've talked about this in a previous episode about natural disasters, and I've said it in the other episodes, and I say it now after reading this book. I still maintain I would take any natural disaster over a forest fire.
Really? Why? Like, what about it?
Just because it's so scary. Just like,
So are tornadoes, Nicole.
Yeah, but you can hide underground and you'll be fine. You can't hide underground in a forest fire. It will suck out all the oxygen and you'll be dead.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No,
Like it feels like there's mitigation steps for every type of natural disaster. It does not feel like there's any good mitigation steps for normal people. You know,
no, in a fire, it's really not. It's really grab what you can and run away.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully you've run away before the fire is like,
yep,
next to your house, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, because they can move really fast. I mean, especially when you're talking, I mean, probably anywhere, but in California specifically, like Southern California, you do deal with the wind. Mm-hmm. And so it can jump the freeway super fast. And so all of a sudden, like, that mountain is also on fire. Right. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah. And he specifically talked about, fires in California and how, like the Santa Ana winds and like all that other stuff. And like you're saying, like, one of the stats he gave for how fast a fire was moving, it was like an acre every 4 seconds.
Yep.
And I was just, it's
terrifying.
Yeah, but it's mind-blowing.
That is also why they evacuate. Like, you can see, like, the areas that they evacuate during those fires or whatever, you're like, it's not even close. And then you realize within an hour that place is gone or something. And you're just like, oh, they really do know what they're talking about. They do can tell how fast the wind is blowing and like all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's that's why they evacuate such massive areas of like locations during those, because it gets crazy. There's been plenty of times. So the area that I lived in there, we never were evacuated, but there were a couple of times where it kind of got close because we could see it coming over the mountain that was like close enough to where we could like see it from our house. But yeah, we could see the fire start to like breach the mountain. And then that's the time where we're like, oh shit, is this going to make it to us? Because between us and that mountain, it's literally just dry desert. So like all of that could catch immediately. So I get it. I get why it's a terrifying thing. I'm still going to stick with actually hurricanes, to me, are the worst natural disaster. Because I just
don't live in Florida.
Exactly. That's why I don't live in Florida. But water to me is such a bit, like, I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate the idea of like drowning or any of that. And so hurricanes for me are always going to be that. Yeah, but I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Like I said, I still maintain I had the worst natural disaster for me is fire, and this book did not change my mind. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't like, oh yes, it's an exact science and we know what we're talking about. No. He was like, oh yeah, we can math in all these things, but like 9 out of 10 like disasters that he talks about, like people dying, like firefighters dying in these blazes, is because like they'd be standing, like, fighting a fire, and then the next thing they know, the wind has changed direction or something, and now the fire is behind them, and they were like, well, I guess I'm going to try and run uphill away from this fire, and something I learned, fire can run uphill, if you want to call it run uphill, faster than it can downhill. So I was like,
interesting.
What? He caveats that, but he was like, yeah, fire can move like fucking quick as shit uphill, assisted by wind or like whatever. Sure. But it struggles to move as fast downhill for science reasons that I don't understand, right?
Okay.
I mean, he highly caveats that, but in my mind as I'm driving, listening to this book, I was like, oh man. So note to self, if I'm ever in the path of a wildfire or a bear, I need to run downhill.
Go down.
Man, I'm learning so much from books.
So much. Fair. Okay, great.
But yeah, so that being said, I read this book mostly because it was like, even though it's the most terrifying thing, and I didn't expect to like get out of this book and be like, I am cured of fear of fires. But yeah, I felt like as I was reading it, I was like, ah, man, I'm reading this for the same reason that people read like horrors or thrillers. It's like, oh,
You can't look away.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so and get out of, I digress a little. Back to the book itself. So as far as how I felt about this book, I think overall this book missed the mark.
Oh no.
Like Jason, the author of the Smokejumper, I think in this case it would have benefited from him providing more detail.
Oh, all right.
Instead, I felt like as I got like a really cleaned up version where like there's like a sanitized version. There wasn't emotional or substantial depth to it. Like he talks about losing friends, other firefighters, and all of it's like passing remarks. He's like, oh yeah, it really sucks when you lose friends. And I was like, that's it?
Great, thank you. That's
like, tell me more.
Yeah, tell me what happened. And
like, like all of the examples he gave were really, really interesting. But all of the stories that he told, like of events that happened, the emotional or substantial depth that was provided in those books is about the same as like I felt like if you ever, I don't know, have you ever walked through like a state park or a federal park and you see like a sign that's like, hey, this happened here?
Yep.
That's what it felt like. Like I was reading just a...
That's not what you want.
Right. Like I want to know... you're telling me
feelings and what you're, like what you went through. How did it happen? Like all of that. Yep.
Yeah. It definitely needed some more emotion. If you're telling me that this is a really important profession, it's really dangerous, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Give me some stats to back it up. But also I want to know what you felt while you were in there, not just, oh, haha, the fire's coming. I should probably hike uphill faster, right? Yeah. I thought it could have been done a little bit better, especially considering how short the book was. There's really room for just more.
Yep.
And it's not like it was a 700-page book and the guy was like, we really need to wrap this up, right? So, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take a side note really quick.
Okay.
It's kind of on the same thing. Do you remember, I can't remember what episode it was, but how we were talking about it was times that it was appropriate to use ghostwriters? As I was listening to this book, I was like, this guy needs a ghostwriter. This is a good example of it because he was, between that and maybe some better editing, I think this book had a lot more potential, but it missed out just because
he's not an author, and
he's not an author, and I couldn't tell from the book what he was trying to tell me.
Okay.
Minus firefighting is important. Yeah, I already know that. Smokey the Bear has been telling me that for 40 years.
Duh.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I feel like somebody should have stepped in this book and been like, hey, man, you need to tell me what are you actually trying to say here.
Okay.
So, I gave this one like 3.
Okay.
An average read. Like 3 not marshmallows. 3 frozen whipped cream hot cocos.
Okay, great.
Man, what was that?
What was my snack again?
I don't even like marshmallows. Okay, so the second book, I almost took off the list of books to talk about.
Okay.
Because I don't like this book.
Oh, no.
But I feel like it has its place. To at least get it out there. Like, hey, if you're thinking about reading this book or you see it on Kindle Unlimited, you don't have to do it, no matter what the rating is.
Oh, no.
Just say no.
So now I'm sad about my books now.
Oh, no. Did you read the same book?
No, but... We're on a trend
Oh, geez.
for this episode.
This is
Okay.
a sad episode.
Okay.
This book is called The Spy Who Ghosted Me by Jennifer Peel. It is, I think I read it on Kindle Unlimited. I feel like I'd be more angry if I read it, if I paid for it.
If you paid for it, yeah, right.
But it is a contemporary romance. Let's get started. All right. Okay. So 3 years ago, Sabrina met Cash while on vacation in France. They spent 2 months having a fling, and as Sabrina is starting to think of Cash like more deeply, and maybe he's the one, and having serious thoughts, he just disappears.
Okay.
Drops off the face of the earth. All right, so fast forward a couple years to now, and Sabrina is surprised to find that while she's at her parents' resort preparing for her sister's wedding, Cash is there. So
Is he the groom?
No, he's not the groom. So when his attempts to get back on her good side fail, Cash tells her the real reason he's there. He's a spy. Totally believable. Sorry I left you, sweetheart. It's because I'm a spy. So he's a spy, and he's there to investigate her sister's fiance, who is suspected of being a diamond smuggler.
Shit.
And Cash needs her help. But Sabrina's feelings for Cash aren't gone, and the more time they're together, and the more time they're together, the more she wonders if Cash's feelings or her feelings for Cash are real.
Okay,
my book.
How long was it between the time where he ghosted her?
I want to say it was a couple years, but it could have been like a year or 6 months or something. It wasn't like 10 years. Okay. It was a short amount of time where it was like one of the, maybe a year, because it was like enough time where you're like, are you still hung up on this guy?
That's why I asked that.
But maybe it's true love.
Okay.
Okay, so my positive thoughts of this book.
Okay.
I specifically wrote down, I couldn't think of any. But I did not DNF.
Okay, so not DNFing is your positive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I took notes while I was writing, while I was reading it, and that was my note for the positives. Yeah, by the time I thought of DNFing this book, I was too far in.
Okay.
So I felt like I should just push through and finish.
Sure.
Okay. So all the reasons I didn't like this book. How many pages are there? Not that bad. No. I'm just joking. There's only 2.
I have 17 pages, front and back.
Let me name all the ways. I don't like Cash. Didn't like him. He's a jerk.
He's a spy, Nicole. He could be a jerk.
He can do whatever he wants, but I don't know. If you're gonna give someone reasons that you're not able to commit, that's fine. Establish those boundaries.
Sure.
But then don't commit. Don't keep dragging it on. I don't like I can't be with you. Putting somebody at in space, but then I'm still gonna make out with you, and we can have sex, and we can do all these things, but come on, man. Don't be a jerk. So the sister I didn't like, but only because she was written to be a spoiled brat, and Jennifer did a good job with that because I hated her immediately. Okay. And I hated her throughout the whole book, and but I thought she went a little overboard.
All right.
A little heavy with the snottiness and the brattiness and whatever.
Okay.
I thought this is not my favorite. I don't know if it's a trope or not, but when there is a grandmother who is handsy or makes comments about oh, I'd tap that, or that is not my favorite in books. I don't like it. I don't think it's funny.
Right. It's not a cute thing. It's supposed to be cute because she's old, or and they do it with grandpas and stuff too, the old man. Just because you're old doesn't mean that it's cute. It's still gross.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's some like, oh, you should go after that because if I was your age, I would not let an opportunity like that pass me by or
Sure.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
But like the constant like ass grabbing and like her making like sexual
Oh
innuendo
no.
and stuff like that, I was like, yeah,
No, that's
I'm
too
okay
far.
without I'm okay without this. Okay, so then there's Sabrina herself.
Okay.
She spent half the book not being able to forgive Cash for like what happened
Okay.
while they were on vacation. And then like as soon as he's like, I'm sorry, I'm a spy, she's like, all right, I forgive you. Just like turn over the leaf or whatever you want to call it. She's just like go instant 180. She's
Okay.
just like, okay, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
So those were the people problems that I had. Well,
Okay.
I take that back. Also, Cash did not seem to be like he was a very good spy. I thought I could have been a better spy.
So not only did he ghost her, but he sucked at his job.
Yeah, he's just not a great spy. He like I think Jennifer the author meant to be like, "Oh, not he's not able to separate his feelings from Sabrina, and that's why he's like not doing as good a
Okay.
job as he would." But it didn't feel like that to me. It just felt like
Okay.
he was a terrible spy.
Great.
So, yeah. Also Jennifer repeats a lot of sayings.
Okay.
Like, you know how like I don't want to call them catchphrases, but it was like, you know, you make like a weird phrase that you're like, oh, okay, whatever. I heard it one time, I can get over it. But then she says it over and over and over, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
I know I've said this about other books, like when somebody like says like, oh, in my lizard brain, and I'm like, okay, cool. You said lizard brain once, but I don't need to hear it 15 more times.
Sure.
So it's
Yep.
stuff like that. So,
Okay.
I gave this book. What did I give this book? I think I gave this book a 2.
Okay.
Which I think is actually really nice because, oh yeah, I did. Because I wanted to DNF it and I was just too far to not DNF it. So it's very generous too.
Do you think it's maybe more like 1.5 and you rounded to 2?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Like I said, a very generous 2. Don't do
Okay.
it.
Well, that's unfortunate for Mr. Cash.
Yeah. So,
All right.
now you, my friend, more books that we could be sad about.
So I too considered not reviewing these books. I've been putting it off for a long time and I finally decided I should just talk about it. Because I didn't hate them. But
Okay.
they're not great.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the Norvailian chronology.
Oh.
Chronologically. That word. So the first it's a duology. Right now the first book is called Built on Bones and Ruins, and the second book is called Built on Blood and Stones. Sorry. And they are written by Felicity Wilson. She is a indie author. I bought these books at my local Barnes and Noble. She was here. She was signing books like in the store. I know that I've seen her at other like indie author events around the area and stuff, and which is why I really like struggled with rating them and also reviewing them, because I do really want to support her because she's a new author. Like, she's just out there doing her thing. They are on Kindle Unlimited, so I have them on physical. I think I read part of it like physical, but then I read the rest on Kindle Unlimited because I still was giving her money for it. And so they are out there for you. I'm going to start off and say, I think if you set your expectations going into it, it is something that you could probably enjoy, but just don't go in expecting like really great. So I would say they're more like new adult romantasy is what they are. Okay, so, and let me tell you one more thing too. So she does plan to have 6 books total, but it'll be sets of duologies within. So it'll kind of, all 6 will be set in the same world, but each 2 books will be like their own story. Okay, so there is a mountain of the gods known as Norvalia, and it is the source of all Fae magic. Whichever Fae kingdom controls this mountain claims the most of its power. And so, like, they are the group of people that are the strongest. And 50 years ago, the Air Fae took over control of the mountain from the Land Fae kingdom and have had it ever since. The Air Fae prince is now 25, which is the age at which it's time to find him a wife. Ugh. Obviously.
Only 25? Do you mean 25,000 years if he's a Fae?
This is normal aged people. Normal aged Fae.
Oh, shit. No wonder 25 he has to get married.
Mm-hmm. So 25... I don't actually remember if they live for longer, but I do know that they specifically said, like, he is 25. They need to find him a wife that will be queen one day. And obviously this is done by holding marriage trials in which they fight to the death. And the victor is the bride.
Do they have to wear wedding dresses while they're fighting?
No.
Dang it. Missed opportunity.
Yes. They do stay in tents right outside of the castle, though, which is very weird. I don't know. And so Rin enters the trials as the only human for a chance to be the queen of Norvalia. She also may be part of a scheme to take the mountain away from the Air Fae. While all that's going on, we've also got some unrest going on in some of the other kingdoms. An alliance currently is being built between the Fire and Water Fae. There is a fire warrior general named Beck, and he is helping the Fire King attempt his alliance with Dahlia, who is the Water Kingdom representative Fae that is sent over to negotiate with the Fire Kingdom. You can tell there's a lot of characters going on here. Mm-hmm. There's also a rebellion rising. So all kingdoms and people are upset with the current distribution of power and do not like the Air Kingdom being in charge. So that's basically what's happening through books 1 and 2. So book 1 kind of gets us to the end of the Air Fae marriage trials and like all of that. You get some slight closure with the Fire Water Alliance. And then book 2, you get more of the alliances. You get a lot more of the rebellion in book 2. And you kind of get an understanding of what's actually going on the mountain. So that's kind of major overview, major, all the things. Okay, so the characters in the world itself, I find, are intriguing. It was enough that it kept me interested, kind of like you. Like, I didn't DNF it, right? So it was good enough to keep me in. And I read both books in like 3 days. Nice. They're very fast, very quick reads. I feel like just the writing itself makes it for a very quick read. But I'm going to give you my review kind of in a different way than I would normally at first. So I'm going to tell you how it was marketed, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about those marketing things. Okay. So marketed as enemies to lovers, 2 love stories, 2 strong FMCs as leads, forced proximity, intense trials, warring Fae kingdoms, found family, elemental magic, morally gray MMC, and a romantasy. More like on a fantasy romance or romance fantasy scale. Like it was marketed more as like a fantasy romance. Okay. Enemies to lovers, absolutely not. The enemies part lasts like 2 chapters. It's very much like insta love with like fake enemy attempts, like I shouldn't love you but I do kind of situation.
We're from different worlds.
Yes, exactly.
We cannot love.
Exactly, 100%. So I'm gonna say absolutely not enemies to lovers, more insta love. So if you're into that, go. 2 love stories, sure. There are a couple more actually sprinkled in, but there are 2 main like love story, like 2 main stories that you kind of follow, but I would say there's actually some more that's happening. 2 strong female leads. Sometimes, kind of. Like there's moments for them, but for the most
Can't be
part,
strong all the time, Vanessa. Come on.
Okay, you're right, Nicole. You're right. Yes, fine. That's great. They're two strong female leads. Forced proximity. Sure. But not forced in like in a forced together and must endure it kind of way. You know, like the like
in the same
word?
room or sharing a bed. Or...
No, but kind of like where there's like tension. Like it's
Yeah.
really none of that. This is like forced, like fun forced proximity that you get. Like it's almost like the circumstances require that they're in the same location and no one's really mad about it.
Okay.
So that's kind of the forced proximity that you get. Intense trials. Trials, yes. Intense, no. There are a few trials that happen. Each trial literally lasts like maybe 1 to 3 pages. So like that's the amount of the trials that you're getting. And they're confusing to follow.
So they're cozy trials.
They're cozy trials, yes. They're a little confusing to follow, meaning like all of a sudden like this person is here and then that person is there and then they're like fighting and then one person is dead and it's fucking crazy. It's like almost like it starts and then all of a sudden you're done and you're just like, how did this person die? I have no idea. I don't understand. So I'm going to say they are not intense. I feel like they're very like, you know, a trial happened, basically. Okay.
It was an intense trial.
That's right.
Take my word for it.
That's right. Exactly. Warring Fae kingdoms. Yes, there are Fae kingdoms at war. Yes. Found family. Yes. This is actually my favorite part of the whole books, of both books, actually. I feel like all the side characters were a delight. I loved them all. So found family aspect of it, favorite part of it. So yes to that. Elemental magic. Yes, each Fae kingdom is controlling of air, fire, water, land. So we do have like elemental magic going on. Morally gray MMC. All right. So technically there's 2 MMCs in this duology. One, absolutely not morally gray. He is like timid and naive and just like a little bitch. And the other one, I would say maybe you could consider him morally gray, but he's a general of an army. Yeah. And to me, I feel like anything that he does could be considered like morally gray or that you could consider morally gray is just like general stuff that he has to do as he's generaling the army. Like,
we have to go fight this skirmish. I know people will die, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Exactly. Like, I feel I didn't get like morally gray from him. I just got like he's a nice person who has to do general army things. So
has to do a shit job.
Yes. So, and then the last one, romantasy, and she promotes it as being more fantasy romance. I'm gonna say no. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. I definitely feel like this was more romance than it was fantasy. I feel like maybe she was saying that because of how much magic they have. Like how much magic they use and do, and how much like the world that they live in is very magical and fae. But I feel like as a plot, the book was more romance. So, okay, so the book is told in 4 parts. Part 1 follows one couple, set of people, things happening. Part 2 of the book follows the other couple and the other set of people. And then parts 3 and 4 kind of follow all of them together and apart, but it's like kind of bouncing back and forth between each of their stories in that. So the first part ends on a cliffhanger. So I was like, when we jump into part 2 and you're with different characters, I was like, what the hell is happening? Like, why did I have a cliffhanger in the fucking middle of the book?
Right.
And so, once we got past part 2 and we jump into part 3 and 4 where everyone's kind of back into the story and stuff, I feel like I was all right with it, but it was a little weird to jump like immediately into another story. And I was like, this is not okay.
Right. I thought that was weird when you were talking about it. I was like, I'm not sure I like that.
Yeah, no, it was not my favorite thing at all. I don't know how it could have been done differently other than just kind of start all of it mixed together at the same time. But I did enjoy, I enjoyed while I was reading it. Like, I was kind of sucked into it. I thought it was fun. The side characters were fun. It kept me entertained and like engaged. But I don't necessarily think that it's a great book. Okay. There's a lot of plot holes, like more than a few. There's a lot of very convenient circumstances that happen. Minimal to no world building. So you're basically just kind of thrown in saying like, there are kingdoms that have elemental magic. And that's kind of the end of the world building. Okay. The way the magic works is a little confusing. Character development was lacking. The pacing was a little weird. And lastly, the names in this book are fucking terrible. Yeah, so book 1 does end on a pretty big cliffhanger. So specifically for one couple, you don't like know the fate of them at all at the end of book 1. So if you don't like cliffhangers, be ready to read book 2 as well. So my final thoughts, like I kind of hinted at earlier, I do think that like if you want to read something quick and easy and like a fast insta love type situation, kind of in both couples, this is good for that. And also it's a very quick read, so it's good for that. It has some fun elements, but if you're looking for like heavy fantasy or true enemies to lovers, or even a really well plotted book, I'm gonna say don't go for this.
Okay.
Book 2 went a little wide for me as well. Like the vibes were okay, but it started, I don't know, the plot holes and the jumping around in book 2 definitely made it more questionable for me. Like I feel almost like she struggled to close up the story a little bit in book 2, and so the plot holes and convenience and stuff like that was just a little
much.
Yeah, so I feel really bad like saying bad things about it. But I rated them both 2.5.
Okay.
And I think I would round down on both of them. I don't think I'll read the other ones that are in the world. Like I'm not invested enough to do that.
Wow, yeah.
But I didn't hate them. Like I still found enjoyment in them. So that's why I struggled so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still feel like I'm struggling. I still feel like I'm questioning my rating and how I think about it. But I just I think there was, as a story, there was too many holes and questions that kind of overtake the enjoyment that I had in it.
You said that this was a new author.
Yeah, these are her first.
Yeah, maybe it's just a maturity.
Yeah. I would definitely, I could see it being, like, I could see her growing, right? Like, the story itself has potential. I think maybe by making it a duology, she kind of cut herself off a little bit for that. Because I think it could have had potential to be maybe even a trilogy could have been better for this series. Because I think book 2, it was too quick to try to wrap things up or like throw information at you and stuff. Like if she would have started off saying like this is going to be a trilogy, she could have given herself a little bit more time to like build the world a little bit more, give the characters a little more development, like maybe get some true enemies to lovers and not make them fall in love so fast. Like yeah. So that's that. Yeah. I would be interested to read something from her, I think, maybe in the future, maybe when she's got a few more books under her belt, because I think that there's definitely, like, potential there. So, says me, the not author.
That's it. You have to write a book.
That's right. It'll be fucking terrible. Are you ready for our question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Is that two or did you rip it?
I thought I ripped it, but I had two. Left or right?
Left.
Oh, interesting. Do you prefer to have a plot-driven book or a character-driven book?
Plot-driven.
I think I'm going to say character-driven.
I knew you were going to say that.
Which makes me question my rating because I feel like the books I literally just reviewed were definitely like had more character drivenness to them than plot, which may be why I said they still get 2.5 stars instead of 1.
Right. Which is why you were able to continue reading the book even though you were like, yeah, I don't know how I feel.
Yes,
yeah.
And not drop. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm definitely going to say characters. Like, plot can be missing, but it can be missing a little bit more than characters for me.
Yeah. I just want a book where the characters are just there and the plot's moving forward and they're just like, what the fuck do I
do? You're crazy.
I told you this book that I'm writing is going to be fucking weird.
Oh yeah, your book that has like everything that's terrible in it.
Yes. And apparently it's going to have trials where all the women who are wearing their wedding dresses in the trials.
We got to add that to the list.
I have to add that to my list. And now I have to make it plot driven.
And you have to make it plot driven. If you're trying to make it, the opposite of what I want. Yes. You make it plot driven.
It's going to be the opposite of what everybody wants.
Okay, great. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think I'm like going back and forth in my head. I definitely think I need characters. I need both, but if I had to like kick one out, if I had to like only have one, I think I need the characters there. Because it's so easy for me to connect to a character.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I'm probably picking the wrong one when I say that. When I say, I'd rather it be plot. Because if you get bad characters, it's really easy for me to DNF a book, right? Like, oh man, I really hate these people. I'll just DNF this book. Whereas if you read a book where like the plot is just not there, you're like, all right, whatever. I can get through this. But I'm not happy about it.
I think that's why your answer should also be character. I just brought you over to my side.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get it. Like, I get that, but I don't know. I have to think about it.
Okay, great. Next year, you can tell us.
Next year. Next time we get this question, we'll talk about it.
Okay, great. You listeners, you tell us, are you in the same boat as us? Does it which one can you go without in a book? Like, if you had to, which one is going to make you DNF the least amount of time?
There you go.
Yes. Does it character driven or plot driven? Reach out to us everywhere. Savor the Story pod on all the socials, all the things on the YouTubes. Go see us. Go tell your friends. Go reach out to us. Give us all your thoughts and feelings.
Go.
Go do it now. Bye.
Go now. Goodbye. Get out of here.